What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to be going over a lot of different things. Obviously, I'm going to be talking about a lot of projects that I like, a lot of projects that I think are going to do well. So how I'm going to start is I'm going to start with the most hype projects, the obvious projects, and in my opinion, the projects that are getting the most engagement on Twitter and on Discord. And then we're going to go ahead and get into some projects that are a little bit more unknown, a little bit more low-key. So I'm going to cover that, and then also I'll just be talking about what I'm seeing in the market and how I see the market going within the next few weeks. So how we're going to start is I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and follow my Twitter and subscribe to my channel and obviously turn on post notifications. We're almost at 21,000 subs, so let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the first project. I'm going to make these hype projects super quick. We have Small Bros. I'm bullish on this project just because the amount of engagement and the amount of cool collaborations that they have. Now for these hyped and obvious projects, I'm going to go through them really quick. I'm not going to give too much detail because you guys probably already know of these. So I'm going to start with Small Bros, and now I'm going to go to Kaiju Friends. Now with Kaiju Friends, I really do think this project is also going to be huge, approved by the Kaiju Kings. Again, that doesn't really mean everything, but this project is going to be releasing, I think, maybe in late March or April, and these guys are obviously very hyped. Tons of engagement, tons of cool collabs going on, and that's pretty much all I want to say on this project. Now another obvious hyped project that I think is one of the biggest in the space right now is PSD, or the Possessed. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Possessed. So with this project, obviously a lot of people are liking this one because of the uniqueness. Obviously we can see here the art is pretty sick, and I just think that the engagement here and the amount of people that are actually in the community that like this is pretty off the charts. So definitely keep an eye on this one, guys. Again, all these projects I'm speaking about, I don't know where they're gonna go in 2 weeks from now. I don't know where they're gonna go one day from now. There can possibly be something going on. Their Discord can get hacked. I don't know. That's why you have to follow up day by day with these projects. Now with the next one, this one is called Sneakerheads. I know a lot of you guys are following this project, but if you haven't known of it already, I just want to put this on your radar. They have a lot of cool collabs. It's pretty much the same exact pattern as these other projects. Tons of engagement, a bunch of really cool collabs, and we can just see people are just excited about it. So now that's it for these hype projects. Now I want to get into a little bit about the market, and then we're going to get into these smaller projects, these projects that you guys probably don't know about. So again, we can see here the market is looking a little bit more bullish than it has been for these past couple weeks. We can see here $135 million in volume the other day, and now we're sitting at today. Obviously it's not even over, it's only 5 p.m. We're sitting at about $100 million. So again, I'm super bullish on that, and that is obviously because the Ape token by Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem, and a lot of people were also able to claim the airdrop if they had an NFT in the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem. Obviously tons of money being poured back into the market, so super bullish on that. Here we can take a look at the chart. We can see the pump by Bored Apes, then we see a dump after the airdrop, and then we see another pump. And I'm really excited, and that's why I want to show you guys these hype projects, because I think they will do good because of this new liquidity pump in the market. So I think you guys should really keep an eye on those bigger projects. Now for the smaller projects that I think have a potential to grow very big and do very good, one of them is Crazilla's. This one already has almost 50,000 followers, but I feel like not enough people know about this one. And so what I see here is very similar to these hype projects, except the actual amount of following is not there yet. We can see the art is really cute, and they have a bunch of cool collabs. One thing that I want to mention is that the engagement is not there. I do not think the engagement matches their 50,000 followers whatsoever. Their Discord is private, and I think you guys should definitely go check them out. They have their website here. I don't know too much about them. I'm going to put that out there, but I think you guys, again, should go check it out because it is one of these projects that has been buzzing a little bit in the market. So obviously go check that one out. And now another one that I think is pretty under the radar is Shaman's. These guys have a very high supply, so if they do have a more expensive mint price, which has not been released yet, then I don't know how I'm going to feel about this project. But so far, a lot of people are liking this. The art is pretty insane. There's an insane amount of detail here, as you guys can see. They're looking for the more organic look on their Twitter, which is what I like. There's not any whitelist giveaways going on here, or if there is, there's very minimal. And we can see here, like, they partnered with Fox Fan. They had some really cool art going on, and by the time this project drops, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. Obviously the market is going to dictate how this project does, so definitely keep your eye on this one and do your own research as for all these projects. Now another one I want to mention is Chill Bear Club. These guys have a locked Discord. They have 5,555 bears, and these guys obviously have 50,000 followers on Twitter. Now when we take a look at their engagement, it is decent. I'm not going to say it's the most amazing, but it is decent. And we can see here they're running a lot of whitelist giveaways on Twitter, which again is not the best thing in the world, but obviously it drives drives up the numbers for the project. So let's just see how this project does, since they are doing a lot of whitelist giveaways. Again, a lot of projects that have done that have obviously not performed well in the longer term, but from my knowledge, the founders of this project are degens in the space. So let's see how they go ahead and move along with this project. And after their main collection, they're going to be doing 3 more collections. So let's see how that goes, guys. Obviously, do your own research on this project. Now, one thing I want to mention is that a lot of the projects in the market have pretty much lost a lot of traction, or almost all traction, on their Twitters and on their Discords. A lot of these projects have grown pretty big accounts, but I just want to mention that, they were not able to keep traction during this bear market or during the slowdown in the NFT space. So obviously that is not good. If you were grinding for those whitelists, they're probably not going to be able to produce you any type of profits. So obviously keep an eye out for that. Don't keep on, working really hard for these whitelists, or don't keep on keeping your eye on projects that have pretty much lost all traction. Again, that doesn't mean that they're not going to perform well in the long term, but that is just what my analysis is. So definitely keep an eye on that. Now, to go into Icy Tools, we can obviously see today a lot of projects are doing really well, and a lot of projects are just doing minor pumps. We can see Troverse is doing super well, a couple of other projects like Super Ordinary Villains, and just a couple of other ones like Dour Dorsals. And this is really bullish to see all that money from the 8 token drop move into these NFT projects and move into these blue chip NFTs. So what I'm possibly thinking is that we're going to see a leg up from either Azuki, Doodles, or Clone X. And I do think it's possible for either one of these 3 projects to just go on a crazy run and maybe even hit that 15 to 20 ETH mark in the short term. So obviously keep an eye out for that. I would not say invest into those projects just because I said that. I just think you guys should sit back and watch that possibly happen. So that's all I'm saying for that. But to go back into the market, to go back into what my thoughts are, I just think obviously the market is going to be able to do this little bit of a pump for the next couple of days. But I do think a lot of these projects that are newer, that are coming in, that are minting soon, are going to be able to do very well and possibly have a short-term pump. So obviously keep an eye out for that. If you do have the whitelist for some of these hype projects that I mentioned, then definitely keep an eye out for that. I don't know if I would hold for the super long term for any of these projects. So just obviously don't be the last one bag holding. And again, I do promote taking profits, but at the end of the day, I don't promote, being a paper hand, doing the 0.0001 ETH profit. I just don't think that's smart. I think that kind of hurts everybody. So at the end of the day, do what you want and do what you need to fit your situation. Don't listen to what other people are saying. Make your own decisions. Do your own research. Again, I'm not a financial advisor here. I think that's pretty much it for what I'm going to be saying in this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I didn't cover anything too small here, too undercover here, but obviously I will be covering that in the next video. So stay tuned, guys. Hopefully that this bull run actually happens. Hopefully this bull run is able to last. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.